This is the S&P 500 SPDR ETF SPY one-day reading for June 2nd, 2025. It's currently May 31st, 2025, 9:12 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading is $589.39. That's USD. And the shuffle video for the June 2nd reading was created on May 25th, 2025, 8:14 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. So what we'll cover in this video is the overall trend direction for the day. We're going to give you information and timing for the day's highest high and the day's lowest low. We'll give you the hour by hour sequence of chart events, as well as any good trades that we see throughout the day. It's important to remember, guys, it's a sequence of chart events that we're predicting. The timing is usually on point, but sometimes you need to give it plus or minus an hour or two of wiggle room. So pay attention to the timing. And really, you should only be trying to trade this information if you've got access to the early access subscription on our website. I'll show you how to get that at the end of the video. That's got the game-changing services for the live trading, live trade alerts for Discord, and trading view chart links with chart drawings. All right, so let's get into it. Overall trend and chart behavior. We have an unexpected move to the upside. Looks like it probably doesn't hold. The information around the high, we've got a sideways S formation with near the high, so likely there's two highs and probably two lows are close. Two highs are close or two lows are close, like the same levels, right? And behavior around the lowest low, we've got a period of sideways rotation along key support on a multi-day scale. I'm advised to trade around a notable move to the upside, followed by a full retracement of that move back down. And just a reminder, guys, everything I talk about is on the scale of a one-day chart with 5-minute candlesticks, unless otherwise specified. So in the pre-market, we have at least one notable reversal. First, we're moving to the upside, then probably to the downside, into sideways rotation around the open, and a big move out of that sideways rotation, followed by some more sideways rotation at a higher price level. In the first half hour, we declined sharply, and then there's a move to the upside between roughly 10 and 11, breaking through key resistance, staying above it briefly before breaking back down through it shortly thereafter with a full retracement. That's where we see one of our day's highs. We do a full retracement back into sideways rotation between roughly 11 and 12. That sideways rotation ends with a fast, sudden move higher into a peak. And then we have more sideways rotation and a sharp drop between roughly 12 and 1. More sideways rotation along key support with a sharp drop probably around 12:30-ish, somewhere around there. That'll stand out in that period of sideways rotation. We then have another move to the upside, followed by a full retracement. That might actually be there around the cusp of around the 12 o'clock like cusp there. But we've got a resistance level that's highlighted between roughly 1 and 2 that we failed to break through many times before, or will fail to break through many times in the future. And then there's another low. So this sharp drop about midday takes us into a day's low. Then we have resistance that's highlighted that we don't break through, and then between roughly 2 and 3, it becomes price swings with a peak, not as high as the peak from just before 12-ish, but there should be a peak near that resistance right around 210, 215, and then a swing to the downside back into lows, followed by a swing to the upside back into probably the highest high for the day around 330, followed by a decline through multiple support levels out of that high, and then right around the close we should have a move to the upside, and then in the pre-market a brief peak that's in the post-market, a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through key support levels. We're likely going to revisit a support level from today. We should revisit it at some point tomorrow, and we'll look at that in more detail when we progress into the reading for June 3rd. Guys, that's SPY for June 2nd, 2025. If you're new to the channel, or if you've been around for a while, either way, we're catching up on the dailies, meaning that I'm posting June dailies and July dailies in the same day, i.e. July 2nd's post will also be coming out the same day that you're seeing this post come out. So don't get them confused. Reason being is that we used to always be a month ahead as far as posting the dailies, and I'd like to get back to that. This is the way to do it. Don't forget about that rule of karma, guys. You go to our website, Tarot for Traders, and resources tab, 5% of profits donated forward to one of these charities. 5% profits donated back to the channel. 90% left over for you. Follow those rules. You're an angel investor of the channel. And if you're interested in getting that early access subscription, which gives you the game-changing services, if you're actually serious about trading this information, you should never trade this info alone. It is much more complicated than you think. Sometimes the timing is slightly off, and it's the sequence of chart events. But you will get you'll get access to live Discord trade alerts, and you can ask me questions throughout the day on our Discord, as well as the chart drawings, which we draw entries and exits. All of that, as well as the earliest access you can get to any of our public posts. Subscribe here. This should be 150 a month. It's get it while it's 100. It should be 150, so get it while you still can. It's going up to 150. Like, probably by the time you see this, it'll already be at 150. But blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.